Hi there, I hope all of you are doing great. Welcome to Module 1 of Color Theory for Surface Pattern Design. Last time we explored white, black, and all the lovely grays in between, creating a gradient from dark to light. And that was our seed to understand value, how light or dark something is or something can be. Today we're going to grow that idea with our primary colors, red, yellow, and blue. Let's dive in.
What is value in color? Value means how light or dark a color is, like a scale from night to day or shadow to sunlight. We can change a color's value by adding white or black. Adding white makes the color lighter. This is called a tint. Adding black makes it darker. This is called a shade. Think of it like a magical cake. White frosting lightens it, making it soft and sweet. These ones will be the tints. And chocolate sauce darkens it, making it rich and deep. And these ones will be the shades. These colors you see here are called primary colors: red, yellow, and blue. These are the pure colors that live on the color wheel. They cannot be made by mixing other colors, and they are roots of the color family tree. All other colors grow from them. They are part of the prismatic color palette, which is basically all the bright colors you see in a rainbow. The prismatic palette includes the primary colors, red, yellow, blue, and the secondaries, green, orange, purple. All the other colors you see in the color wheel are the tertiary colors. They all live on the color wheel. Now, let's see how our primary colors look in tints and shades on a value scale. And if you want to have access to these primary prismatic colors with their hex codes and names for future digital work, you can find the full board on my Pinterest. The link is in the description below. For this exercise, we'll need a piece of paper. In the same piece of paper, we'll have two horizontal rectangles. Each rectangle will hold 6 equal spaces, or as close as equal. We'll also need a brush, a color palette, and in this color palette we'll have the primary color that we choose to use for this exercise. I chose yellow, but I encourage you to try with blue and red as well. Some white for tinting, and also some black for shading. We'll have some water in a jar, a rag, and also last but not least, our sketchbook. Let's begin. I'm going to keep both of these rectangles here on the same space, and I'll do the tinting and shading right here. To start, we're going to grab the primary color that we chose to work with, and we'll paint the first space on the left from our first rectangle on the left. And I'll see you once we all have it all painted. We just used the pure yellow to paint the last empty space on the left from our rectangle. This is the point we want to reach. This is our last value in our scale. Now we're going to create the lightest value by adding a little bit of yellow to our white. And we're going to apply it on the right side from our rectangle. And then we'll be working in order from right to left towards the last value that will be our yellow. I'll see you once we have it all painted. Now we're going to work on our second value. We will add yellow to our mixed, and we will work on it, trying to make it a little bit more saturated than the first value we created. Once we're content with it, we're going to go ahead and paint the second empty space from the right towards the left, and I'll see you once we have it all painted. From now on until the end, we will keep adding yellow to our mix, making sure the next value will be slightly more saturated than the previous one we have just made. I want to say we all did a really good job so far. We were able to bring the lightest value on our scale to the darkest one, being yellow, in this case the darkest one. Now let's keep our brush clean and dry before jumping into the second step for this exercise. We will be working on shading, and we will be using the black pigment we have on our color palette. I really hope all of you are ready for it. Now we're ready to start the second step of our exercise. Grab some of the primary color you chose to work with and paint the first empty space of your rectangle, starting from left to right. This one will be our base color and also our first value in our value scale. Once you have it all painted, we're going to create the second value for our value scale by adding some of the black pigment we have on our color palette and mix it with the yellow that we just used. There, you can see how I forgot to clean my brush and it left a little stain on the black pigment. That really doesn't matter much in this case, but I try to remember to keep my brush clean and dry before switching pigments. Here we shaded that yellow, and we are going to use it as our second value by painting next to the base color. We will create the third value for our value scale by adding some black into the second value we have on our color palette. And once we're content with it, we will use it to paint the third empty space of our rectangle, starting counting from left to right. And I will see you when we have it all painted. From now on, we'll keep using the same process, adding black to the previous value to create the next one. I will let you continue on your own until you have completed your second value scale, and I'll see you at the end. We did it, and there you have it. We have successfully explored some of the tints and shades our primary color of choice offered us. I really encourage you to try this exercise with the other two primary colors as well. Once they're all dry, you can cut them and place them inside your sketchbook. I would love to see what you make. Feel free to tag me on Instagram at the Whims of the Heart. I really want to share with you how I place my color study on my sketchbook.
I decided to turn the tint scale and the shade scale into a single layout that shows the full spectrum of the color study. I made sure that the parts where the base color appears in each scale are aligned on top of each other, so the study has a natural continuity. I really hope this exercise gave you some clarity, knowledge, and a fun way to explore tints and shades. Just like our white and black gradient from last time, this value scale is here to show your eye how light and dark can live in every color, not just in grayscale. You'll get to notice how even a bright red can end up looking soft and gentle when it's a light tint, and deep and moody when it's a dark shade. We're using black to shade our colors, which is a quick and easy way to create darker values. Later, we can explore using complementary colors, which don't just darken a color, but mute its intensity and shift its hue. Knowing both of these techniques, when combine them both, we can create colors that are both darker, which is equals to shaded, and less saturated, which is equal to muted. Both shading and muting are incredibly valuable techniques, and we use them differently depending on what we want to achieve in our designs. You'll see that sometimes you'll be finding yourself trying to find that color that will give your design deep and moody feel to it, while other times you might be searching for colors that are more subtle and gentle. Think of this as one more step in your color journey. We will be diving deeper into these techniques and how to use them as we go along. If you found these helpful, please like and subscribe, and keep creating with heart. Whenever you're ready, feel free to move on to the next lesson in the curriculum. It's waiting for you.